about it. If you could eat out at any place you want to, where would you eat out? And is this a place that you were at last time? If this wasn't, why not? For me, if I could eat out at any place, I would probably be at the seafood buffet at Joe Ding's every single night. But instead, you'll most likely find me at a line in McDonald's because it's just not economical to eat there every single night. And according to a statistical survey by the Rasmussen Report in 2013, more than 50% of people eat out at least once a week. However, there are many factors that determine where we eat out besides our desire and the type of food we eat. Now, the type of restaurants that we go to depends on money and our schedule instead of just on our taste buds. According to a 2000 article written by Monica Papel called An Overview of Restaurant Types, there are 4 basic restaurant types. The first one here is the fine dining. You can see that it's characterized by a fancy chandelier, excessive decorations, there's a grand decor. They also have full table service and a reputable chef. An example of this would be like Jay's in Norfolk. The second type is casual dining, which is similar to fine dining in that you get full table service, but the decoration are more toned down, or less fancy. And the other two are quick service, which is like McDonald's, and casual fast, which is like Chipotle and Qdoba. The difference between these two is that one offers a higher class of food than the other, but they're similar in that they offer really quick service and no tabletop service. Now, with 4 different types of categories of restaurants to choose from, one of the important factors is going to be money. It's going to tell you which one you'll probably most likely go to. In a 2012 article called Restaurant Blues, America Eating Out Less by Eric McWhinney, he says that the economy really influences where you go and eat out. And this graph in a New York Times article called The Sit-Down Restaurants, the Economic Indicator by Floyd Morris, it shows that the sales in restaurants here mimics the graph of the global domestic product, and it's really, really close. Whenever the first graph goes up, the second graph goes up as well. And then there's a third graph which is the unemployment rate, and it does the opposite of the restaurant sales, which makes sense because if there's more unemployment, less people will go to eat out at a restaurant. Now, according to that article, the Restaurant Blues, America Eating Out Less, $300 less was spent per person in 2010 than in 2008. Now, this is due to the economic downturn in which people budget carefully and they eat out at dining places that are more casual instead of fine dining and even quick service. And according to a similar article called Consumers Trading Down from Fine Dining to Quick Dining, Lisa Jennings said that people on a budget either choose cheaper places to eat at, or when they do eat out, they choose cheaper stuff on the menu. And 51% even cut out coupons and deals when they go out to eat. Now, although money is one of the influences of what restaurant a person chooses, what's also important is the person's schedule. In the survey Dining Out by Mandala Research in 2011, whether you eat is also based a lot on a person's habit. For example, an average person goes out to eat lunch about 2.6 times a week, and they go out to eat dinner about 1.4 times a week, but breakfast is the lowest at 0.8 times a week because nobody really wants to wake up for breakfast, and even when you wake up for work or go to school, you really don't have time to get a breakfast, you just have to rush. This is why you see in most restaurant hour signs, they don't even open for breakfast. Like this one here, every single day is 11 a.m. to 10 a.m. Now, lunch, people are already out there working, so they're not going to be able to go home to cook, and they're going to eat out more often just because it's a lot easier. And also, the places that people go eat at lunch is also different from the type where they eat at breakfast or dinner. Since nobody has time, they have like 1 hour between job, and they have to eat fast. So most likely to go to like casual dining or like fast casual or quick service and not fine dining where you take your time. This is a normal college student schedule, and it shows that most likely people only have 1 hour slot between 2 heavy classes, and they have to hurry up or they're not going to get to eat. Now, in my college experience, I also have to choose between where I want to eat whenever it's exam season. Either I have to go eat fast and come back and study, or I don't get to eat at all. So that also affects what I eat. And in conclusion, this is basically outlines of the whole speech, even when you have a great desire for food, you can't just choose what you want to eat based on what you want to eat, but you have to carefully consider your bill, how much money is it going to cost, and you have to consider how much time you have, and that's going to take you either to a fine dining location, casual dining location, fast casual location, or the quick service at the lowest point. And in a perfect world, we should be able to choose where we want to eat based on what we want to eat, and we could eat as much as we want without losing a single pound. But we can't, because in reality, not all of us have the money all the time to eat it. Thank you.